This video might be a bit, philosophical or spiritual. I don't know. I try not to, make those kind of videos that often, but you know, today I wanted to speak about something that I feel like might help a lot of people with dealing with hard times, especially. And the thing is change. The topic is change. So change is something that is certain about life. Everything in life changes, whether that's surrounding, whether that's a event, whether that's a thought. Everything comes and goes. It's like a cloud. And whether it's your emotions, whether it's something that is happening, something that feels permanent, something you feel like it is always gonna be with me or last forever, and this bad situation is always gonna be there. I think that is when people need to actually realize that life is transient. Everything just passes. It just change is another definition or synonym of life. And you have to keep yourself optimistic, by reminding yourself that yes, this too shall pass. Yeah, I know it's kind of a corny one liner, but it is really important to remind yourself that. And because it is true. It's some sort of a quote, but it is true. It is the truth that things shall pass, things will get better. And if you have a really like bad depression, or you've been having for years, and you feel like it is just going to be my life forever, but try to be optimistic. And it is really hard to be optimistic in those situations, but if you constantly remind yourself that I just gotta wait, maybe some days I just have to survive, because it feels like survival. But even if I just survive, I'll do the job. You have to remind yourself that, because I've been through those problems in my life that felt like it is gonna last forever. It feels like it's not gonna end ever in my life, but it did. It always did. I've been through a lot of those problems where it felt like it is gonna be permanent. Life is just gonna be like that, but somehow, somewhere, like I found something, or something happened, or time passed on, and it kind of faded away. That issue just went away. So it is always important. And even if you're having a nice time in your life, always remind that things can go wrong at any time. I don't want to be pessimistic by saying this, but anything can happen, right? So it always can happen, even in your good times. And good times also don't last forever. And when you keep your emotion at a base level, nothing can actually cause you a lot of stress or problem, because the spike drop that happens when you're really enjoying your life, you're really happy, this and that, you're really jolly, and all of a sudden things go really, really bad. When you are at this point and you have to just come down like this, that's a big step down, right? And it is gonna cause a lot of depression, a lot of stress problems. So I think one of the best things you can do is keep your emotions always at a baseline, not too sad, not too happy. And you can always come, you can have your little moments and stuff, but I feel like that's one of the best ways to deal with life. And just flow with life, I guess. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share.